Let's get int. Now, when I thought about let's get int, I thought about all of us being artists and reconciling the paper so that we create beautiful images. And I think I'll be shortly calling up our artists I'm going to ask a question about their artwork. Now, as Ben prepares, and I just let know what happens here, and I won't give you one now, but what happens is that the artists that I bring up have a minute to speak for, and they will have to have some lights come up. I don't know if you've noticed that there has been some lights coming up, and 1 minute they need to speak for. So, and for the timer, 1 minute. So 30 seconds green, 45 amber, and red on the minute. Thank you, Miss Timer.
Oh.
So let's get int. My first speaker tonight is going to be Diane.
I'm the evaluator.
Oh, you're evaluating for all. So,
no, only 1, 3, and 5.
okay, so that's why you're going to go first.
Well, she can't if she's evaluating 1, 3, and 5.
No.
I've got 2, 4, and 6.
Okay, so thanks. Thanks. Pat is our first artist coming up. And artist number 1. Thank you very much. Artist number 1.
Well, I should pick it up.
No,
Okay.
artist number 1.
Right.
Now, you created this logo for a well-known company. Can you tell us about the logo you created it for? Thank you. Thank you very much.
I didn't know that this logo was still floating around. I created this a long time ago. It was about wearing glasses. Lots of people would sit there and make fun of people wearing glasses. They call them 4 eyes or big eyes. You know, I hate names like this. Now, as you can see, this guy here has big eyes on. You know, but it also looks like he is a leader. He's a leader and he's a high, but he has his eyes on and he can see everybody. He is reconciling all the differences between all these people that pick on other people about wearing glasses. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Well done.
I
Well
love that because there's like 4 little people who doesn't look like glasses. You know what? I didn't even see that. So I am so grateful for what you came up with. Thank you so much, Pat.
Thank you.
I love that. Diane.
Wait.
Number 2. Yeah. Who did you model this after?
Oh.
Who inspired you to sit for you to create this project?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I spent a lot of time. I have visited the museum where this dinosaur exists. And I wanted to make sure that I captured not only the dinosaur, but the dinosaur's ability to camouflage itself within its environment. Now, in Canberra at the Dinosaur Museum, I've been there several times, continuously over weekends, and I created this model. I use material from my natural environment. I use tree branches and leaves and lots of other different mediums within the natural environment to create Rocky the dinosaur. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Diane. Actually, now I can actually see that it does look like a dinosaur hiding in the trees. Thank you for reminding me, because I did not know that. Kanga, answer number 3. Can you tell us a little bit about what inspired you to draw these twins?
These what?
Twins.
Plants?
Twins. They look like 2 grass.
What?
He may not be seeing twins.
Okay, can you tell me about this particular artwork that you created?
Yes, well, it looks like me. I've been discovering science as of late. And, you know, I like to draw unique chambers where, I like to freeze politicians over time to reconcile the differences and change it so to go back to the nice and peaceful place, where everyone remembers going back into the dream time. I put them in that chrono freeze. They couldn't believe it. And the funny part is I get paid for the government in doing so I can reconcile the differences, you feel me? And that's what I do best, is try and reconcile so that the nation becomes great again. Thank you very much. I'll leave it back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you. I'm aware that you work for the government and being your mom, I didn't realise you had a new set of skills. So thanks for letting me in on a little secret about you, Kanga. Thanks. Alrighty. Narelle.
Oh,
Can you tell us what inspired you to do this artwork?
Madam Toastmaster and ladies and gentlemen, I'd be very delighted to talk to you about what inspired me to do this artwork. In fact, what happened was when I was doing my travellers out in the outback, an insect landed on my window and sort of kind of splattered in a multitude of directions. And I think that was kind of his misery and shame and struggles to not survive on my windscreen. So I wanted to capture the essence of his last demise. And so you can see his torso down the front there, and his wings kind of outstretched on the side of the windscreen, looking very, very dead. And of course, the blackness and the inkness of his colour also was to surmise sort of death and death and more death. However, the whiteness of the surrounds was a reconciliation between death and life. So that's what kind of inspired me to go do this drawing. Thank you very much.
That whole scenario, because now I can actually see that I think everyone has experienced in their life a splat of an insect on the windscreen. Right?
Yes.
And so that is so believable. I applaud you for your artistry, for reconciling that for us.
Oh, Tucky.
I know.
I'm not creative, but
this could be one of the easy ones. Oh,
You should give me the bug.
oh.
Looks like something someone done after having a wank. It's just burned it out.
Yes. It's not a taxi, I'm not going to. So, this is the remnants of my weekend at paintball. This is the vest that my husband was wearing as I was chasing him in the paintball gun after he had spent the day in Wingdon. And so I made it my mission
to make sure that we were not reconciled. We were not friends. There was no reconciliation that day because they are the paint bombs all over his body. The day that we went to paintball, and let me tell you, it was the greatest fun of my life, shooting those blue balls at his very black vest. That's a photo taken in black and white to stand out the black paint. So that is a photo of my paintball adventure. And if you're talking for the easy, oh, to that, which would have been great.
Oh, dear Lord.
Would you like to come on down? As the lucky last.
You've got a hard one.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks like a pelvis. That looks like a
Clown's face.
ultrasound.
And so then tell us. Your artwork.
Well, funny enough, it's actually a true story.
Oh.
This is what happened in an argument with a water bottle. That's the end result.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, so funny story, it's like, we've been sitting last time, and I had a hot drink. It was actually that water bottle. There, and I was drinking it. Went to drink it the other night, and I was thinking, nothing's gonna go wrong, nothing can possibly go wrong. 2 seconds later, tipped up too far, I went bang, stuck me in the face. So I got a bottle of water bottle. And that's the results I've had.
Thank you. And thank you for knowing, and also the injury from my, I said, wonderful.
I still think it looks like a pelvis.
Yeah, I can see that too. All righty, well, that concludes our table topics for tonight. I will hand it over to our host. Have a lovely week, but we'll get first, because you did a great job. Diane, I think you did. But you should